welcome back. So today definitely proves it. I've been saying that we have started altcoin season, and today's proof, because today everything is in green. So today was overall a fantastic day. Still waiting for Bitcoin to break into all-time high. I think that's just coming right around the corner. We're sitting like right at 120, but ETH broke out today. Sol broke out today. I mean, all the L1s broke out today. Avalanche broke out today. XRP broke out. Cardano broke out. Like you name it. All the L1s, L0s, the memes, DeFi, DePIN, AI, gaming. Every single sector broke out today. But obviously there are a few clear winners. So what prompted today's rally, and will this continue? Well, I think what prompted this, well, I know, is due to that inflation reading, right? And this is something that I focused on in my Sunday walk video, my video yesterday. I told you guys, if we get a really good inflation reading, okay, and some people I'm sure are like suspicious of this, right? Because we know that everyone wants a rate cut. And the only way we're going to get it is if we see inflation come down or job numbers go bad. And sure enough, last week we saw jobs numbers come in bad, or the week before that. And then today we get inflation numbers that show that inflation actually went downwards. This is absolutely fantastic. We had a little fake out this morning. Like, we started hot, got a little weaker, and then we got super, super hot, right? And I said, you know, we all know that there's going to be a rate cut in September, but if the inflation number comes lower than expected, then we have a really good chance of having a 50 basis point cut. And that's exactly what people are calling for. Scott Bassett came out and said that the Fed should lower the interest rate by 50 basis points in September. I haven't seen that percentage come up in the CME prediction window or website. But he said we should do a 50 basis point cut. BlackRock came out. Rick Ryder, their CTO or CIO, said that we should get a 50 basis point cut. So people are calling it now, right? And the chance of that is getting greater and greater. Right now, it's a 94% chance for a rate cut in September. We don't see a percentage for 50 basis point cut, but I think there will be one added soon. I think we should at least get a 25% chance. And we get more economic data that shows that either the economy is declining or inflation is going down, then for sure we're going to get a 50 basis point cut. Anyways, that's why the U.S. market rallied today, and overall money just started flowing to crypto, right? Bitcoin didn't do exceptionally well today. Like I said, it's not all-time high, but get ready for tonight. When Asia wakes up, that could change. We can see Bitcoin clearly go back up to 123 and go beyond. That next leg up is due, way overdue, and it's coming. But it was clear that today alts are the winner. Ethereum, as of right now, is at $4,600. $4,600. I think we started the day at 41, cracking 42, and we went up a full 10% to 4,600. And keep in mind that all-time high for Ethereum was 4,800. That's back in 2021, so we're not that far off. So good for Ethereum. A lot of bullish news about Ethereum. Peter Thiel, a lot of you guys know this, famous investor, Silicon Valley investor, basically invested in every big, tech company there is. Like a month ago, he announced that he bought a 9% stake in Tom Lee's Bitmine company, which is accumulating ETH. That company now has over 1 million ETH, okay, over $5 billion to the ETH, and they have just announced that they're going to try to raise another $24 billion to buy ETH. It's crazy. But the reason why I bring Peter Thiel up, first of all, he had a lot of credibility. Second of all, he just invested in another ETH company called ETHZilla, I believe, which was a biopharmaceutical company that became an ETH treasury company. Now, this is like a new thing. You hear a lot about companies now all of a sudden becoming a Bitcoin treasury company or ETH treasury company. Peter Thiel just bought like a 7% stake in this company. So he's bringing a lot of attention to the ETH ecosystem, and ETH's accumulation, inflow with the ETFs is crazy, even more than Bitcoin right now. So we got a lot of FOMO on ETH, and a lot of people are now making predictions that, hey, after we break through all-time high, what's the next stop? I just saw one today saying 6,000, but where is it going to be by the end of the cycle? 10,000 plus? Quite possibly, right? I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I did not expect ETH to do this well. But the institutions, and now you know, Peter Thiel's endorsement and all these things are really adding up, and man, ETH is blowing up right now. So we could see a new high soon. Hopefully the market makers don't take advantage of all the enthusiasm and try to drive us down, which could happen later this week. But if not, we could be seeing 5,000 ETH tomorrow, which would be crazy. But other than ETH, I saw others have really good days, like for example Sol up to like 190s, almost cracking 200 again. I told you guys, when memes get hot again, Sols go to fly. That's why it flew back in November, December, went all the way up to 260, broke its 2021 high already, and it got a little weak, but now it's coming back. So a lot of you guys are Sol fans, or I should say soulmates. I think you're going to see some huge movements with Sol soon. And the dApps within the Sol ecosystem are blowing up as well, like the DeFi plays, the infrastructure plays. They're coming up. Jupiter and Radium are doing really, really well. Lido, which is really doing well, it's an infrastructure play and DeFi play for both ETH and Sol. Some of these are like not just with one ecosystem. Same thing with Chainlink. Chainlink is blowing up right now. It's decentralized Oracle. They have their own L2, but they support a ton of dApps on Ethereum and Solana and many other chains. And then all the other L1s like XRP, Cardano, AVAX, Sui. By the way, these are Algorand, Hedera. By the way, these are all American-based projects. A lot of people don't know that. AVAX is American, Sui is American. You got a whole bunch of projects. Algorand, Hedera, XRP, Stellar. They're all American-based projects. American-based crypto are going to be extremely strong going forward. Okay, so for a lot of you guys that are wondering, well, what should I pick up now? I would concentrate mostly on L1s, okay, the base layer, the operating system, because they're the ones that benefit the most as more people come in and as more dApps come in, as more memes come in. So they are the ones I would concentrate on, and specifically the American ones and the bigger cap ones, because the bigger caps are the ones that are moving really well right now, really well. And then you got some, you know, standout plays just left and right, like Hyper Liquid is doing really well. Aave started doing well. Some of the layer 0 started doing well, like Arbitrum started getting hot, and basically today you could just throw a dart on the board, everything is hot. Today is like a reminder of what altcoin season is like. When we're in full-blown altcoin season, every day for weeks you see this kind of movement. Right now, I called it, we did start, but we're at the very beginning. But when we get into like the later stage of altcoin season, that's when it's like every day 5, 8, 10%, 20% gains on any good news, any announcement. You're going to see huge moves. This is why we stay in the game, right? I've been telling you guys for years to stay in the game. You don't want to miss out on like the latter half, not latter half, latter quarter or latter like few weeks. If you miss out, then you missed out on everything, and this is where it gets super exciting. Outside that, that's really it. We got a couple other things. I mean, tomorrow we should be good, but on Thursday I think we'll have another inflation reading. It's a different one. And then on Friday There's something coming up on Friday, but I don't remember what it is. But there was something else, some other economic stuff that's coming out on Friday. But tomorrow, I'm thinking things are going to look good, and then we'll see what happens on Thursday. But Thursday, PPI usually follows CPI. They're very similar, so I don't expect we're going to see anything different with PPI numbers. And after PPI numbers, we actually may get that 50 basis point percentage on a CME watch tool, and that could drive markets even higher. But anyways, that's about it, guys. Enjoy your gains. There's really nothing else to say. If you're playing with leverage, be careful. I know a lot of people are. I am. I'm seeing the volume go up. It's all good, but don't be too greedy. Don't set those like 100x, 50x's. If you go play with small leverage, and make sure you set your stop losses, or you watch it carefully. Just don't be too greedy. I've said it time and time again. Those market makers are really good driving things up and down. When it's too heavily weighed one side or another, they will pounce. But right now, with altcoin season here, we may see this upward movement for quite some time. Outside of that, that's it. Enjoy your gains, guys. Like I've been saying, join my free Discord. A lot of great things. We had hundreds of members join today because I showed some of the portfolios on there. I showed some pictures of cars, and I added a new meme section because people requested memes. So there's a new meme channel in there if you want to discuss the latest memes. And I even added a Clash Royale channel in there, even though that game kills me. It makes me rage so hard. But a lot of you guys I know play. It's been out for many years. So I'm just adding a whole bunch of stuff, guys, in there for you guys to enjoy, to occupy yourselves, and to get educated. So make sure you join the Discord. Other than that, that's it, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. All right? Have a good one. Bye-bye.